Welcome back, everybody. It is time for our grand final matchup. I mean, look, I've been keen for this one, Yeezy. I've been keen for a while to see Kruha fall. Unfortunately, or fortunately, if you have to be a fan, they did get past, KO if bad. And now, once again, Nerf Juno in a grand final. We're going to see him lose the first set, win the next two against AAA. That's just what happens. That's how this works. I don't know what to say. It just keeps happening.
How does Kruha keep getting away with it? And will he get away with it tonight? About to find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, AAA did beat them earlier on stream, but at the same token, KO if bad also beat them earlier as well, and they seem to bounce back from that. So this is a team that just keeps winning, and I know Kruha's the one who's been on every single team. That's one, but realistically, I know you call them a core flip abuser, but it's a mechanic for a reason. Rixie, in my eyes, has kind of been the MVP of this team.
Yeah, for sure. I think Torrchi, yeah, he's
Torchi's not Rixie, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry,
well, I'm saying, hold on, rewind. Rixie has been the MVP of the night. I don't care if they lost one on stream, okay? That was just what was on my mind, all right? That do move forward, that's where it's at. But yeah, sorry, Torrchi, go ahead.
Fair enough. Yeah, Torrchi is so great with the flips. Definitely like it's a common knowledge among even the top yellow players. That Torrchi is just so good at scoring a flip, especially near goal line. So, he really definitely showcased that. Like pretty much every time he got a flip, it was just another goal. And I think they really played so clutch to get past the triple spark Juno. And now they're in the grands. Like, how does Kruha and the boys? How do they keep getting away with it? Honestly.
I don't know. We're going to see, though, right now, if there's any team that can take them down. I mean, AAA is the next challenger, and maybe they are the one. They looked very, very good when we saw them playing before on stream in this matchup, so I'm going to be excited as we go back to Gates of Obscura. We just can't get away from this map tonight.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a great map to watch. I'm not sure how these teams would be feeling about playing it so often, but, it leads to some interesting games for sure.
Also, I don't know if you're the type who casts with Twitch chat open, Yeezy, but
I have no comments about
that. Fair enough. All right, here we go. Where are we going to be going? Of course, we're going to be seeing the picks coming from the Nerf Juno side right now, and
leading out with an Amy band and a Julie band. Not going to be seeing either, so I'm thinking maybe that they're scared of Torchi's Julie.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, for good reason, right? We did see that last game be used quite well. It's the Octavia hover from Kruha. Nice little nod for the pass. Not going to get locked in. I'm from League of Legends. Don't fall for bait like that. Either way, Torrchi is going to be going on the Zentaru instead. And we were having a chat about this one before, about like the Zen versus Julie debate. And I feel like, I don't know for Gates of Obscura, but on definitely some of the smaller maps, I see Zen as being a little bit stronger than Julie at times. This map can be quite wide and open. However, the potential for outplay is there with the Zentaru.
For sure, Torch is very confident in that Zentaru as well. He's very well known for his Julie as well as his Zentaru. And, he's going to be supported again by Monk's Rune. And he's going to be going up against the forward combo of the Vice with Aaiyo and Aralia onto the, as you were saying, Great Shovel on Gu on the Asher.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Also, opening Awakenings. Fire up. That's all everyone needs to know. It's going to be one of those games as we have fired it up here for our first match right now. As already we can see Ahmed under a bit of trouble. Nice tofu wall, kept it in the corner briefly. Aralia is going to try to lead the charge back up that other way. Don't know how that core didn't hit, but it does lead to a KO on the goalkeep. Aaiyo is going to have to try and buy time. Unfortunately, the tofu wall will disrupt the dribble. Double banish should be a goal, but it isn't. Kruha and Sin tries to go corner. Aralia somehow finds the touch through all of that. Defense holding strong right now for AAA.
Great secondary by Torrchi to kill Ahmad and goal, but they just weren't able to capitalize. And this Aralia coming back, and Aaiyo just able to hold it down with the Thunderstrike plus all the Asher abilities. And Kruha with flip now.
Kruha has flipped, but also Monk was the one who hit that barrier off of the anomaly. Looking for KOs. Almost got Ahmed a little out of position as we play corners. Aralia helps makes that save. 2 flips down from the line, and that's how you stop a Monk flip. But Torchi's the one you got to be careful of. There's the flip, and somehow gets a KO and a goal.
He's done it. The great combo there, flipping and secondary on goal line. This is the classic Torrchi play. Ahmed not able to do anything to save that.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick, well, I want to say a quick goal. That was actually a longer goal, but when it happens quick. Torrchi fighting that first goal. Aaiyo Tries to core flip up to that top corner instead. Already staggered. Needs to be a little bit careful right here. Aralia with core flip's going to try to use it in the corner, but can't quite break that one through.
Can't quite get it. The top barrier does go down there. Monk's going to be looking to push in the corner with Torrchi here.
They're trying to kind of force it through said corner as well. Aaiyo, Aralia, Ahmad, they're all in that corner. Eventually, it is going to be busted free. Aralia looking to dribble now, goes back up to Aaiyo, who gets a little bit of a power cord on to Kruha. That forces them to go evasive. The stun hit, but the shot wasn't there.
Yeah, Monk unfortunately taking the barrier for Kruha there. But he's able to get it through the portal and sneak it out despite his barriers going down. But Retaliation going to be taking the barriers on the side of AAA.
As we can see that Tofu wall going to hold fort for now. Ahmad kind of walks it back into the portal. Body slam makes the save. Now Aaiyo going to try to bring it back up the other way. Should be worth reminding everyone at this stage as that core almost goes in. This will be a best of 3 this series. So we're definitely going to be seeing a couple games out of them. Be curious to see who takes it all out in the end as we go through the portals one more time. Aralia has core flip and doesn't force it through. Great save by Kruha. I don't know how they got there in time. Now portal game happening again. Aralia!
What a shot.
Well played for the goal.
Yeah, some crazy plays going on there. A lot of, very close to Torrchi scoring through that corner ball. But Aralia is able to receive the core and get a flip. Sorry, not a flip. Get a dash onto the goal line and get it for Kruha.
Yeah, so Aralia going to be very happy with that goal right there. AAA looking, they're going to be up for the challenge. That is for certain. Ahmad wanting to push across that midfield line. Good Tofu wall.
Some trouble.
And you see the return, forces things in the barrier, and that's actually Aralia burning a core flip to go evasive to get out.
Yeah, Kruha getting so low here. Aralia wanting to flip him off the side there with a flip. Wow, great save by Ahmad. Torrchi's in the corner, has flip, has to use it to survive. Kruha's going through the portal. What a player.
Yeah, and now, does Kruha go through the portal, drop, flip, and get a goal? Like, I know it's early in the series for that. I can see that happening, as we do see Banish does get the second barrier down. Once again, both barriers out of position. Core flip, shot, looking for that top corner, but it finds its way to Aralia instead. 2-1 lead for AAA.
Aralia is able to name 10 books, one of them being Kruha, because she was just in the perfect position to get the flip as it goes down, trying to look for the opposite side. Aralia reads the mind game and receives the free goal.
Now, I haven't read that book yet. I assume you have the, what's in the Kruha, but, what does Kruha actually write about? That's what I want to know.
Well, he writes about winning the last 4 tournaments, but unfortunately, I've never read it to the end, so we're going to have to find out here live to see if he wins the 5th one.
I don't know, that book sounds pretty boring to me. I think it's time we kind of write a new chapter in it or something new. That's how I see it. Torrchi, one-on-one against Ahmad. Won't be able to fight it through just yet, as we do see the banish on Aaiyo. Is able to kind of buy some time. Torrchi still tries to sneak a shot in. Aralia has core flip, uses it defensively, but gets a barrier on the other side.
Kruha able to get it past him. So really great flip there by Aralia to take off the pressure from Ahmad and put it in the other corner.
Yes, we're going to try to see this goal right now. Aaiyo taking shots, power cord, not enough to disrupt him just yet. In the middle of it all, Aralia takes a lot of stagger damage and couldn't find the core. Now we go back to the other side. Roll out preemptively, sets up the wall. Now there's the core flip straight into Monk, but the Anomaly's throwing it back into Torrchi. Almost crosses off Ahmad as we get a little portal battle with the barrier from Aralia. Gives the first set to AAA.
Look, the corner portal's coming up there. Aralia is just ready. Drops the Asher ulti on the goal line. Kruha getting stunned and stunned over and over again. Receives the free call through the corner portals. Pops it in. First set to AAA.
First set to AAA. Ahmad getting first picked as well on the big bad Dubu. A lot of good choices. And we're going to see extra special. Look, I just want to see Catalyst kept away from the Zentaro. That's all I care about. And you can see, well, it's actually picked by their own team.
Yeah, it's going to be denied by Kruha. You said nah to Torrchi. You said find your own way to score. But he gets Twin Drive, which is an invaluable training on the Zentaro. The other notable things, Ahmad getting extra special and Monk getting his hands on the Monumentalist for larger creations.
I actually want to kind of look at that Kruha pick on the Catalyst as well. I mean, that I would imagine that is a pick against Aralia, who was sitting on core flip for quite a long time that last point in set. Yeah,
just being the energy start, like the fire up start, it's just so important. And in a way, it is Torrchi still getting a Catalyst, because the more flips that Kruha can use with fire up, the more flips that Torrchi's going to get. So it's simply knowing that it's not going to get through Aralia no matter what. Aralia wants the energy just as much as Torrchi does.
Yeah, so it was a good pickup nonetheless either way. It is Aaiyo who's currently sitting on core flip this time around. Monk just sitting all over him. Still, the core flip comes out. Good save by Monk, but it's unable to catch people with the banish as a big supernova kind of gets that quick KO. Power play advantage now in favoring AAA. Barrier coming down in the corner, but the tofu wall is just on the other side and keeps things away from now. No barriers fall until the very end of the power play.
Flip and dip. Both the balls coming out now. This could be a very scary scenario.
Yeah, it is into that overtime. 4 portals, all of them just kind of sitting on the goalkeeper's right. As we see a good crossover from Aaiyo, nearly hit its mark. Aralia will force it in, and that's 4 unanswered now for AAA.
Yeah, just Aralia taking the advantage of the situation there to be able to win the strike versus Kruha. Just it's very interesting the adaptation by Kruha. He opted, for anyone who's around the semis, to take strike shot on Dubu, but he's actually adapted and he's taking pauldrons to probably for the damage resistance, I'd say. Maybe scared of Aaiyo, but wow, that is a KO on Aaiyo. And wow, the return KO.
Yeah, didn't that get nerfed, the whole, you know, rune kill like that? As what is happening? Are we just killing time until Zen respawns?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. It does look like he's trolling. There is some solid logic behind it. He's waiting for his teammate to respawn because they had the longer respawn than Aaiyo, so he died afterwards. He's absolutely go. Doesn't even drop a barrier.
No, he wasn't. I was just waiting for like the Asher, like, you know, white flag, stop, someone's DC there. That's what it reminded me of. Either way, Torrchi was threatening through the portal, does take the step back right now because pressure is coming from Aralia. Aaiyo with flip, doesn't use it, doesn't get a barrier either. Torrchi finds the top corner. Now this is looking very good once again for Nerf Juno as the core gets kept in the corner. The anomaly keeping it safe. Barrier does eventually fall as Aralia holds it in for so long, but through the portal, it slips through. Ahmad not ready for that.
Not able to get it. And I think the 1-2 punch from Aralia as it bounced kind of off the back of the goal, it just comes right through the portal and actually ricochets into Ahmad's goal.
Yeah, it's awkward, those situations, as we got 3 flips now available for this next point. Torrchi, Aralia, and Kruha. Oh, and Ahmad as well. Everyone's getting their flips ready. This could get really, really chaotic, I think, really quick. Well, first flip didn't do anything.
For sure, yeah, just an uncharacteristic flip by Torrchi there, not actually being able to retain anything, but super hard through the Dubu wall. He does force it out, which is great. Kruha with his own flip. Ulti's on top. Interesting.
Oop, Ahmad just knocked it into their own barrier. Of course, stays in the corner, but down goes Monk. So a little bit of a misplay from the, you know, Nerf Julie side as Portal Game sets up Aralia to start pressing into the corner. Doesn't have her own use of the barrier just yet. Anomaly keep things on that top side. Cross up, Monk not there for the shot.
Sure, we got a dangerous flip in front of net again. Torrchi not able to capitalize, but they're keeping the pressure up. Great use of the side portals here.
Yeah, I mean, there's just been a lot of pressure, but not quite as dangerous as that.
Great combo.
As Torrchi does force the issue, steps forward, makes it a 2-1 game.
That's it. Torrchi just ulting there to force Ahmad to do the strike, and he just uses the passive to push it straight through him after that. Great play by Torrchi.
Yeah, that was great stuff. Now Aralia gonna try to set something up again in that upper corner. Kruha sitting with flip just behind the token wall. Of course, kept into prison for a little bit. Nearly sees Torrchi get KO'd throughout it all. Aaiyo will throw it right back up into that corner as well. Aralia and Aaiyo, they've been doing a good job holding in the corner. The fact that these haven't been knocking down barriers is a credit to Kruha and how well he's been defending.
Absolutely, Kruha's really working up in the end of the last series, and he's coming to this one. He's absolutely locked it up. He's locked up the goals, and he's not even using the flip. He's just threatening it. Uses it for now. Loses the game of chicken with Aralia though.
Yeah, and now with the wall being placed forward, look how forward Ahmad is.
Aralia
just trying to get that pressure, but the KO goes against them. Oh, Aralia down, and immediately you can see all that offensive pressure that the Asher gives is now gone. But Aaiyo and Ahmad hold through. They hold the corner, cross up at the right time. Good defensive effort from AAA.
For sure. That was amazing that with the KO on Aralia, they didn't give any barriers. True credit to Aaiyo and Ahmad.
Yeah, this has actually been super strong defensively. Oh, Supernova nearly taking out Torrchi as Aralia almost uses the primary in the wrong direction. Either way, Monk straight down the middle, opted for the corner. Isn't able to keep the dribble going. Saved by Ahmad right on the line. Saves one barrier, but then loses them both with flip still standing. And here loses the goal as well.
What a save. He's got flip too. Oh, what a save again.
Oh my gosh, it's going all the way around. Dude, these barriers, they're up, and I'm still waiting for, like, you know, double overtime and triple overtime where we get, like, all 4 corners are barriers. Either way, it's going to be Torrchi forcing the issue, forcing it through once again. 3-1, second set goes to Nerf Juno.
Sure, that banish on goal line just causing, like, a real issue there, causing a very awkward scenario. Torrchi able to capitalize. And Torrchi going to be given the, his pick of the draft, top of the draft.
Aerials is the hover and likely where it's going to go. I also would have been happy with quick strike in this situation just because of the amount of strike wars that we're seeing in these corners. That being picked up actually by Aralia could be what gives the edge possibly to AAA in these situations. However, again, Zentaro, that scaling champ, has aerials right now. It's going to be able to cross the map in like a blink of an eye. It's going to be very, very spooky whenever we see Nerf Juno on the attack as well.
For sure, it's definitely interesting him picking up aerials, especially the fact that Super Surge has not gone past yet. But you know, he's taking the dash training now. Usually don't want more than one on Zen, but you know, if there's anyone that knows Zentaro, it's Torrchi. So you know, he's gonna forfeit the quick strikes, but he's gonna pick up some Torrchi bits.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm with you. It is kind of that interesting sort of take as well, especially because Aerial's probably not going to be picked up by... I mean, maybe it could go to Aaiyo, but I kind of felt like it was unlikely in that pick. So you weren't really taking it away from anyone in that situation. But we'll see. We'll see what they can do. I mean, they've got Flip, and that's how you use it. Okay.
That's how he does it.
That was gross. Well, Jofa Wall keeps the goal safe.
Yeah, can you utilize that passive with
down the
aerials?
middle
He
into
can.
Torrchi and in!
What a combo! Torrchi with the passive into the primary, stopping the core, baiting Ahmad's strike, and hitting it down past Ahmad. It's just a beautiful Zentaro play by Torrchi. Beautiful.
Yep. All right, now we get the aerials. You know, getting that extra lunge a little bit faster, even if it's not
Double
surge.
banish.
Yeah, it works for situations like that. Double banish, double anomaly, low stagger for everyone on AAA except for Ahmad, who's sitting back on core flip. Won't get a chance to use it just yet. Monk holding down the corner with the help of the anomaly. That said, with the KO on the back line, it kind of feels like a matter of time before these barriers fall. Ahmad not needed. Aaiyo does all the work and gets the barrier.
That was a crazy play, a great hold by Aaiyo. He actually flips the core, and instead of forcing the play to pass the core back to the other team, he actually just uses a secondary on top and, buys even more time for Aralia to respawn. Torrchi getting so low.
Ahmad's tofu walls have been so consistent so far and like only benefiting and not accidentally hurting as we go through the wall. Body slam, holding in place.
Aralia.
Although, not quite timed correctly. Aralia survives the banish, survives the anomalies, able to get some health as well. Torrchi's actually the one who's quite staggered, quite low. Core flip from Monk, though, does not get to the barrier in time as the core tried to sneak underneath the anomaly and Monk was already there. Granted, as this has happened again, Aralia has found herself KO'd, which is going to be a problem for AAA. Supernova doesn't make contact. Kruha does. Through the portal we go. But then back through the anomaly in through the blue portal. What was that? Somehow Ahmad reads the play.
What an absolute chaotic situation. This is looking very scary with so many flips on the field. A great save by Kruha. 2 flips burned by AAA, but they've got the speed from the fire up. Kruha gets KO'd.
Aralia has flip, has quick strike, has all the tools, but he's also not needed because Ahmad's going to be the one who scores the goal.
Monk's just not able to reach it, and no anomaly to force it out either. So close. So close.
All right, one apiece in this second set. These two teams. This is shaping up to be another classic. Again, when we saw them play before earlier today, it did go to, 5-5 final. Sorry, I should say, 2-2-2-2, right? Final set in the fifth set, final point. Yeah. It went down to the wire, so the fact that we could be seeing 3 more matches of these teams potentially doing that again, I mean, in a long night. Daylight savings, by the way, everybody. Apologies for that. I'm not. When all the people who organize this are like based in Queensland, this is what happens. Australia tries to get something past the middle of the field, is unable to get. Look, the rest of Australia needs to just do away with it. Okay, daylight savings sucks.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty impartial. I'm a daylight savings not carer, but I'm if I was AAA, I'd be caring about whether they can score with all these flips. But Aralia is getting very low, but has her own flip. Has to use it to live though.
That's a KO
through the portal, but Aralia's missed a click.
Oh boy, misclick, but might not matter. Aaiyo has a chance, tries to set up Aralia, just might go through Ahmad, back to the corner into Aralia, and that's going to be the 2-1 lead. AAA 1 goal away from getting well, 2-1 in terms of sets, one step closer to maybe taking this first game.
Yeah, that was a crazy play. I can't believe Aralia managed to get her hands on the core there. Monk not able to connect, and Aralia being in between, Monk and Kruha just able to slot it in. And we're going to see instant aggression here coming out. Torrchi is not wanting to let this core go.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Torrchi, doesn't have a say in the matter. It's AAA who's able to force it through to that other side. Body slam from Kruha, that's a big cooldown now. Tofu Wall's going to buy time, but Aralia sitting with core flip. Wasn't able to get the angle they were looking for. Rollout does help get it past Torrchi. There's the flip, and no hesitation. Didn't want to shoot it straight into the special from Torrchi. I mean, the flip doesn't bear fruit, at least not this time. Second barrier falls on the other end. Here comes Torrchi with a flip available. Flip Master does not score. Ahmed makes the save of their own. Power Chord stops the clear. Now Aaiyo stepping forward, straight into Aralia, crosses off the goal keep, and that's the third set going to AAA.
It's just the power of the quick strikes there, really forcing Kruha into an awkward position where every strike wall, Aralia's getting closer and closer, has to clear up, and Aaiyo's there, the absolute god himself, creator of the forward guide, in the perfect spot to just grab that and slot it in.
The return of Ahmed as well, just being, it's such a strong force. He's going to have first pick, going to go egoist, and that, again, it makes sense given the circumstance. Now, do we get double dash? Are we feeling that crazy? Yes, we are not. I thought for a moment it was Chrono Boost. Or Super Surge, rather.
Yeah.
You know, it's right next to both. I can't believe. Yeah.
That's it. This is the unfortunate thing about taking an early dash awakening on Zentaro when Super Surge hasn't passed, is that you're pretty much unable to grab any more otherwise you get flying across the map and sometimes off the stage. But yeah, you know, she's gonna have to skip out Super Surge.
Coward is what I say to that. Next time I'm in quick play and I see like the triple dash awakening, I'm taking Zendaro because I just want to see what that's like. I'm so curious how hard that is to control. Torrchi, oh, you can dash through the portals. Good to know.
Yeah, most of the cast secondaries do work to some degree through the portals. Wow, okay, that was interesting. This is looking very chaotic. Aralia's got an opportunity to Kruha's flip.
I'm surprised Aaiyo actually used it. Again, the core flips seem like they're a little bit out of place. It is because of the fire up. It is to get the team that movement speed, but didn't really work in the goal. And power play, well, left a little bit lacking for AAA, unfortunately. Good forward wall. Core is not able to sneak through into the portal, but it is going to get knocked through as Aaiyo and Aralia look to set up shot. Tofu Wall is going to be there to buy time. Aralia using it to dribble. Now tries to force their way through. We get a core flip back through the portal and nearly in. Aralia doesn't get the shot. Portal still stands on the opposite end. Ahmed doing what they can through the pink and in it to Aralia and through. First goal goes to AAA.
This Aralia on goal line, like on the Aaiyo with the 1-2 punch and the quick strikes, it's just so menacing, and it is just so hard for Kruha to defend. He keeps getting these slide saves, but eventually it builds up, and Aralia's just able to force it through.
And I don't want to be critical of any of the players here, but I go back, like we said before, you missed out now on Super Surge. You gave up the quick strike to Aralia. That Aerial's pick on Zentaro, it helped in the immediacy, but in the later this game goes, it's been working out worse and worse, unfortunately, for Nerf Juno.
For sure. We see Ahmed pushing out really, really hard there. He wanting to use his flip offensively, but they're not able to get it past Kruha. But yeah, I do agree. You know that. Well, there goes Torrchi. I think taking aerials, he got some sick plays. He scored 2 like really amazing mechanically intensive goals with it. But we're just seeing the consistency from the Aaiyo pushing into the corner, especially with the 1-2 punch, being able to hit the core so hard and threaten the Aaiyo combo and goal line. It's just so scary.
And there it is. So fast there, and there's the KO from Aralia, just as you were talking about it.
But Monk's slowing down the play with Vanish.
No anomaly, although both anomalies are going to be able to defend the barrier. They hit the top of it. Goal opens up. This is very, very dangerous for Nerf Juno right now. Aaiyo, core flip available. Has Aralia forward with the core flip, but it's not needed. What an angle off the post.
That's it. Aaiyo just scoops that one in. Absolutely pixel perfect. What a great shot. And look, we're just seeing, this is our match point for the first game.
I don't want to get too excited, Yeatsy. We've seen this before, though, against Kruha's teams. Even if they lose this set, even if they lose the first game, we've seen it before. This is the storyline. Either way, Aralia in that forward corner is going to go ahead, take advantage of the Tofu Wall. First barrier does fall. Kruha low on stagger, so is Monk. This is a very dangerous position once again for Nerf Juno to be in. Aralia so oppressive, and it's amazing how much better AAA looks when Aralia isn't getting KO'd KO'd instantly at the start of every point.
For sure, you know, she's got a bit more staggered now with the reverberation, and I think definitely her positioning. Oh, wow, that's one blocking off the corner portal.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? Yeah, that was not ideal for Nerf Juno's. Aralia gets up another KO. No core flips available for everyone except for Ahmad, who's just going to buy time. Looking for the pass up to Aaiyo. Tofu wall used prematurely, but now Aralia tries to go up the top side through the blue portal. Right back in Aralia. Oh, can't get it past the anomaly. Well done by Torrchi, who turns it into a goal.
Torrchi appears out of nowhere, out of the side of the wall, and manages to push it through. Maybe a little bit of hope for Nerf Juno here.
Oh boy, maybe, you know, we spoke too soon. Reverse sweep to go into set 5. It's on the cards. This is potential. Aaiyo does have core flip, but already a barrier, two barriers, I should say, are down. Torrchi just a menace right now, and that's how you use the anomalies to kind of, once again, kind of disrupt your own team. Those forward, you know, corner anomalies, not really working out for Monk.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna have to say, I think, he may have forgotten he has Monu, because what I've noticed he likes to be doing is actually putting them in a way that as soon as he comes through the corner portal, will bounce towards the goal and get a you know, very unexpected angle. But with the Monu, it meant the rune plays up and unfortunately make them do some questionable plays.
Aralia missing on their flip, but so too does Monk. That's going to be a good banish. That should be a good KO. Ahmed still has flip though, so got to be a little bit cautious. Going to use it to buy time through the blue portal. We go, cut off by Torrchi, but not enough for the goal. Aralia,
what a pass.
Station on Monk, and they survive the lunge from Torrchi. Not able to push it forward just yet. These extra portals could make things crazy. The anomaly, it's too big, and it's too difficult to force through the corner. Tofu wall makes a save. Core flip down. Torrchi gets it to Monk, but doesn't get the full. Second shot, not enough. Power cord misses. Aurelia staying on the pink portal. Won't be able to find it. Blue to pink to blue once again. Do we see the pink one more time? No, instead we see, yes, the power cord through, and Aurelia shot corner, not in. Monk keeping pressure on, misses with the banish, but gets the evasive out of Ahmed nonetheless. Now Aaiyo, anywhere to go, they go for the long dribble. Anomaly disrupts it. Aurelia keeps it away from Torrchi. Aaiyo shot denied by the blue portal. Torrchi now trying to keep the pressure on. The wall will hold. The wall continues to hold. The rollout not effective, and the dunk comes in. Torrchi makes it 2-all.
What a combo by Torrchi. Julie Sunglasses indeed, winning a very critical point there. Bringing Nerf Juno back, you know, to the set point. Maybe gonna go to set 5. That was just an absolutely chaotic round. That was some crazy going on.
Oh, the back and forths are so good when these teams get cooking. Kruha already has core flip available, so too does Monk. This is very dangerous for AAA. The Supernova doesn't really find any hits, but Ahmed holding on to that flip, wasn't able to do too much. Here we go, Aaiyo looking to step forward. Power cord misses as well. Torrchi's passive already used. So we're not going to see anything crazy for that next post. The rollout actually coming in big, but so too is that anomaly. Doesn't open the doorway. Again, huge anomaly just covers up nearly the entirety of the goal barrier, and Monk is becoming more and more dangerous for both teams. The longer and longer we go, goal opens up against AAA.
For sure, and just as you say that, he is indeed dangerous for both teams. And we go to set 5 of a Monk taking the barrier from his own team, but also accidentally flipping a bottom corner on the other team's goal. More importantly,
I think he just plays Swamp in Magic the Gathering, okay? It's got to do a little bit of self-sacrifice for the greater reward in the end. Once again, though, it's going to be Torrchi with the first pick. Interesting choices. I'd look at that build different, and that's exactly where they go.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think there is an angle where you do look for heavy impact. You know, getting the big different means you're going to be a larger target for banish. Not for banishes, for the Supernova as well as the 1-2 punch combo from Aralia. But you know, we got stacks on Ahmed, missile prop on Aaiyo, which could be big. Yeah, this is looking to be a pretty crazy 5th set.
So I have to ask: do the anomalies count as like impacts for Monk right now?
Yes, anomalies are both classed as impacts. Funny enough, I learned recently that heavy impact not only affects impacts, it just affects any AoE ability in terms of cooldown reduction. But yeah, we're gonna see Monk. You know, he's loving the damage on runes. Speaking of Monk, very low. He's gonna be looking for a lot of those combos next to the wall with banish into the 2 anomalies.
Yeah, I think that's where it will be kept as well. Core flip available, by the way, for Kruha right now. Ahmed's trying to hold the line. There we go.
Aralia.
Big KO from Monk. Oh my, there's just anomalies everywhere to add to the chaos that is the Portal's map. Although we haven't seen the score go through a portal yet this time around. I don't know how Ahmed was able to bridge that gap through. Comes Aaiyo, but not enough for the goal. Body slam by Kruha keeps it out for now. Monk able to sit back as well, using the portal, swing and a miss from Aaiyo. But Ahmed still is able to push it to that other side.
Hit by Torrchi, gets the barrier.
Yeah, I get more as well.
What a save.
Yeah, Monk's core flip, not quite as effective. Doesn't matter, though. Torrchi just doing too much work on that front line. 1-0 lead for Nerf Juno.
For sure. Torrchi with the speed up from the fire up there, able to just put on so much pressure with the primary and these strikes right on the goal line. Ahmed, just so hard for him to get it out.
Apparently the Kai Barrage also procs, you know, those heavier impacts, so that's good to know, good to know. We're learning here. It's always learning in this game. Although I will say this, I did know, in fact, before it was said 20 times on stream that yes, Juno slimes do work with the movement speed. I thought that was common knowledge, all right? So I just need to reiterate that.
Torrchi low next to the corner. Gets punished.
Not able to get it through just yet as Aralia.
By Monk.
Yeah, not quite able to get the KO, but doesn't get the barrier either. I thought that hit. Kruha somehow found the save there. Body slam finds Aralia. That's not the target. Down goes the first goal barrier, and it does feel like this would be a must-score situation for AAA. Rollout keeps their second goal barrier safe. Aayyo's power chord misses. Aralia does not. As they start to push forward, Aaiyo again staying in that front line. And it's interesting to me because Aaiyo is being that more forward member right now when I feel like the team had more successes when it was Aralia.
Yeah, it's very, very, very chaotic. We're seeing a lot of roster switch offs. It's very exciting to see. And wow, Nerf Juno looking like they wanted to take the first game bad. They've let back really crazy in the last set, and they've taken a 2-0 lead here.
So here we go, third point potentially. I mean, we're gonna have to see another, set reverse sweep, and you have to remember if you go back to that last one. This was the same position that AAA was in, and they weren't able to get it done. Now it's going to be pressure on the other side with an early KO. You'd have to think a barrier will fall. That's the first. As we send the core to Tofu Prison.
And Torch is getting very low here as well. They're looking to strike back with violence, perhaps, as Aaiyo and Aralia are just dishing out the damage. Ahmed's pushed so far up. Torch can defend the barriers for free.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough because Aaiyo can't really help out. Super, super low, super, super staggered. And down they go, courtesy of the anomaly. Torrchi is low as well, but I don't think AAA can risk going for that KO. They have to defend and hold another 5 seconds. If they keep the barrier safe, they got the KO on the far end. Not really sure what found their mark, but either way, now the power play will favor the AAA side, yet Monk stays forward. Monk keeps the pressure. Eventually, a rollout helps. Ahmed gets it back up the other way. 2v3. As Torrchi does come back, takes the portal through to get to the backside. Ahmed goes forward, but has to rotate back. Has a core flip if they need it. Good block on the barrier. There's the core flip. There's the shot through the blue portal. Monk catches.
This is looking very dangerous now. AAA can't afford to lose this.
No, they cannot. Going down a game against the defending champs is always going to be difficult. Aralia on Monk. Can't quite break it through. Ahmed going to the opposite corner. That is such a huge anomaly. Not even the Tofu wall can break them out through the blue portal. Core flip by Aralia. Gets it to the other side. Opens up the goal for AAA. Torrchi, though, on the hunt. Crosses up with Monk. And that's going to do it for game number 1.
Wow, what a chaotic sequence of events. Torrchi dashing through the core while Monk puts an anomaly on it, sending it to the other side of where he's dashing in. How can you read that one? How can Ahmed ever read that one? What a crazy game, They just seem to do it. How do they keep getting away with it? How does Kruha's teams keep getting away with it?
You got to ban Monk's rune. I think that's the answer right now. Torrchi may have looked unstoppable in that, but those anomalies, the scaling on rune was not something I was going to be expecting coming through that game. And in the end, it helps them get it through. It's tough. Tough place to be for AAA.
For sure. I think, big shout out to Monk on the rune. He's not known for his midfield plays and midfield picks, and especially he's more, usually fills a more forward role in the team. Obviously adapting to playing with Torrchi, which is super great. And I think, seeing him on the rune, he's really been taking it out in ranks and taking it out in pods, and I think it's really, really shown that he can adapt, that he is just a very talented player.
Yeah, it is really, really exciting to see as we get geared up for our second game in this best of 3. It could be the final game, nearing on midnight for those of you in inferior states such as New South Wales and Victoria. No, I'm not salty that Brisbane lost both the AFL and the NRL Grand Final, but I do think that, you know, fatigue might be something that comes into play for people who could be up a little bit later than normal, or are we all just gamers here?
What was that? Sorry, Max?
Sorry. I think I broke people. That's all good. We should be going into our next game quite shortly, though. I'm hoping. As we get geared up. All right. I think we're going to throw it to a break. We're going to throw it to a break. Let's throw it to a break. When we come back, it'll be straight into the second game. All right, we threw out the polls. The public has voted, and they all agreed that Gates of Obscura, after tonight, will not be seen in OCE for another week's time because we are getting it far too much tonight, ETC. But we're heading back there at least one more time. Game 2 of this grand final, AAA versus Nerf Juno. And I mean, look, I feel like at this stage, Nerf Juno have become experts on this map.
Yeah, I think you know, Kruha's really got it locked up on this map, and we're gonna have to see some new strategies coming up to break through the Kruha iron wall. I think this is we're seeing a lot of goo tonight. It's definitely a gooey night.
It has been a very ooey gooey night. Look, I say the same thing every broadcast, and everyone's in agreement. Give us map selection for custom games. Let us do picks and bans on maps. Let this be a thing, please, Odyssey. Because then we won't get Gates of Obscura. What is this, like the 6th time on stream today?
Yeah, it's been very chaotic, and we're going to see Torrchi on the Zentaro again. Mark going to be switching up to the Amy, along with Aaiyo on the Amy of the side of AAA. I'm going to see the Dubu Mirror with Aralia pivoting to the Rasmus.
Yeah, here we go. Also, those opening awakenings, it is prime time right now for everybody, except for Aralia, who has opted for the cast to last. So only one person not on prime time, and I'm actually a little bit surprised it's the Aralia, because I thought the Pendulum Swing is one of the better primaries.
It definitely is, but there is a trade-off in taking prime time with the way that they've balanced it now. You're going to be looking at a damage reduction on your abilities, which is, you know, quite valuable in Rasmus to get those surprise KOs next to the edge, or, you know, even KOing the goalies to their block. Speaking of KOing, Aurelia's out for 12.
Yeah, well, you can't get any KOs if you're KO'd yourself, which could be a problem as we come through the portal. Ahmed just buying time, does eventually try and find Aaiyo. We do see Aralia respawn before the second barrier does fall. Aaiyo with the core flip in front of the net as well. Uses it for a KO on the Kruha. Surely this equals a AAA goal. Pass is a little bit awkward though. Monk has the portal to work with as again, it's a long trip back to the other side. Shot through the middle, denied by a core flip out of Monk.
Yeah, some great defense there, even though Kruha going down to the flip by Aaiyo. Monk able to rotate back with Torrchi and defend that one, keep it locked up.
So what is your take on strike shot Dubu? Because that's not what I would, you know, normally expect on a Dubu.
Yeah, it's definitely Aaiyo just sneaks that one in. Strike shot Dubu is definitely valid. I think the adaptation on this map by Kruha is the fact that he wants to be able to position his ult as aggressively as possible in the corner. So he definitely wants that cast range on the ulti.
Fair enough. I mean, look, again, this is my low elo brain thinking Dubu wants size, and with more size, you can get to both sides of the barriers faster. No strike shot available for Kruha there. That's going to be a second goal going to AAA.
An absolute clinic, getting the double barrier off a bounce at quite a hard angle, and Aaiyo just pops that one in the bottom corner.
As we get to see through the portals we go once again. Ahmad and Aaiyo trying to get themselves to that corner, not able to force their way there. As Aralia's death touch not able to find its mark. Core flip denied. Torrchi getting through Ahmad. Aaiyo as well trying to force their way up to the top side. Top area falls. Second one saved by Kruha.
Everyone's getting quite low now. In a situation where Torrchi Aralia could be sitting on the sidelines for 12 seconds, using the side portals.
Gotta be very careful here. Torrchi looking to throw it up. Monk, though, holding down that top side, has the core flip. Body slam a little premature from Ahmad. It does get the clear nonetheless, and Aralia is there to take down that second barrier. A chance to take the first set in a clean 3-0. Goal is open. Through the pink portal we go. The pendulum is not there for the shot.
Oh, what a disrupt by Aaiyo. Yeah, we were seeing AAA wanting to strike back and get the first set after they unfortunately lost the first game. But the flips from Kruha are going to be denying them that for now. Monk taking the barrier.
And with the pop, the glitch pop, it sets them up for follow it up with the goal. 2-1. Nerf Juno still in this first set.
Yeah, Monk with the mind games there. Ahmad think he's going bottom corner. Just keeps sitting in the same corner and pummeling the abilities through. Just locks it in. Oh, wow. Torrchi taken out.
Yeah, Torrchi already gone and already barriers falling. This is not looking good for Nerf Juno. Death's touch, not quite able to follow up with a good glitch pop this time. As Monk Gistro does let the core get behind them. Too much pressure, gives the first set over to AAA.
AAA takes it out with a lovely swipe by Aaiyo. As Aralia forces onto the goal line, Aaiyo just absolutely capitalizes on that.
So with that as well, Aaiyo is going to go ahead and get first picked. I'm looking at missile propulsion, aerials, super surge as well, which is going to be the hover. I'm a little bit surprised that super surge is the prio pick on an AI.
Super Surge is great. Can definitely capitalize people walking a bit too close, and we've seen so many great side to swipe goal string already. It's really going to help punish those goal line kills as well as the kills near the edge. The only other consideration would maybe be twin drive or missile prop, but personal preference, he opts for the super surge, and I think as well deny it from the Zentaro so that the Dubu or these Rasmus don't have to down the line is like a very important angle.
Fair enough. Well, we'll see how effective they're going to be able to put this one to use as the turrets do come down. Expect to see a lot of turrets crossing each other up. Torrchi gets their first KO this set and then gets put in jail for it. Murder is a crime, people.
Yeah, don't ever kill Aaiyo. You'll go to Tofu jail. It's supposed to do is telling Torrchi not off. And Aaiyo is back and whoa. Okay. Through the corner portal and Monk's ready for it with the glitch bolt.
So what's interesting about Torrchi going to Tofu jail there, I'm pretty sure Kruha threw their prison second. Like, Kruha was the one who closed the door on him.
Hey, every game's forward diff, so if he gets in jail, it's his fault, you know?
That's how I see it. I agree with that. Here we go. Torrchi now gets KO'd by Ahmad. Yeah, there's your forward diff for you. Kruha, though, very content to hold it back. Turrets coming from Amy, though, keeping the pressure on. Monk's going to try to go topside, misses with the glitch pop, and then loses the strike war. Kruha, though, with the body slam, can't make the save on the barrier.
Yeah, seeing a lot of aggression coming out. Nerf Juno taking both the barriers now. Torchi's in a great position to score. Monk, flip whiffed.
Ooh, that's a little awkward. Still, though, goal is open and there for the taking. Nerf Juno would love to go up 2-0 on the second set. Monk Gistro actually lets it fall back to Kruha. Aaiyo trying to do what they can. Death's touch. Not hitting its mark. Now moving forward, AAA looking to open up that goal. Good turret placement. Used defensively, gets the core closer to that midfield where the strike wars continue. Kruha has a core flip as well, but can't get it past Aaiyo.
Sure, we got both goalies looking with the flip now, and as the corner portals open up, it could be a angle for one of them to try score on their own through the portal. Oh, speaking of which, Ahmad takes the barrier, using a flip now.
Flip from Ahmad through the pink portal and in!
Ahmad! What a great flip. He baits the Torrchi into covering the corner portal, and he hits it through the side portal up to Aralia. Kruha's not able to get up to it and even flip it in time.
Yeah, and I mean, Kruha as well was baited to that lower side at the same token, which is why the top side was so open. Just good map awareness coming from Ahmad to equalize this second set. Now Kruha is going to be the one sitting on core flip. They're going to lose their first barrier,
Oh
but
my.
a KO from Torrchi will definitely help the Nerf Juno side.
Wow, it's really an amazing combo by Torrchi. Flipping him closer to the wall so he can primary him just off the edge and utilizing the flip to keep pressure. Just a really heads-up play from Torrchi. Aaiyo is back already.
Aaiyo's back. Aralia also showing off some of her speed right there, being the first one to get to the core through the portal as the pendulum picks itself up to KO, and there's that extra impact you were talking about before for not going primetime. Monk doesn't connect on the glitch pop. That's a bit unfortunate. It causes the second barrier to fall. AAA, a chance to go up 2-1. Goal open, but no one with flip except for Kruha. Means that they're going to probably have to get two strong shots if they want it in.
Yeah, 2 flips coming out from the side of Nerf Juno here. Monk looking very menacing in front of net, but it's walled off by Ahmad.
That was a very good wall. They lost all the momentum on the touch, and now Monk and Torrchi kind of in a forward spot. Core gets thrown into the corner, back through the blue portal, and well, back and forth we go. As we see Aaiyo trying to set up that blue turret, doesn't find its mark. Kruha holds on the flip yet again. Monk cuts off the pass. Now Torrchi with a chance is able to dunk it in.
Torrchi just able to stun Ahmad there with the primary, not able to flip the core, and he sends it straight through with some amazing speed.
Yeah, it's just been so much power behind those shots. Here we go. A chance to equalize game number 2 right now. As we're sitting at 2 apiece. Monk trying to lead the charge, but can't go too far with it. Kruha doesn't connect on the body slam, saves the core flip though, and they've been holding this core flip for a while now. Torrchi has flip as well and doesn't get it to the barrier. It was close. Ahmed, good job on the save.
Yeah, the both goalies with their flip in position. You're looking to score through the corner portal. Offensive wall by Kruha. Oh.
Well, no. Barrier stayed standing. It's the opposite barrier that falls. Good play by AAA now. If they're hunting for that next barrier, Ahmed wants a chance to clear this one forward. Going to take that top area up. Kruha rotating back, tries to out-muscle Aaiyo. But in the end, the turrets are going to come down. Core flip swings and misses from Kruha. Does not miss for Aralia, but there's no avenue to take the shot.
Torrchi getting so low here. Actually gets taken out by the death dodge on goal line.
This is looking, again, really good for AAA, but yeah, Kruha's defense in the corner is holding. Monk providing enough backup where it's required, although that glitch pop was a bit of a mistake.
Aralia with a look on net here, but Kruha's got all.
Torrchi still going forward, has Monk if they want the pass, but instead they'll force it through themselves. Open nets both sides. Again, this is Nerf Juno looking for the set. Torrchi, one-on-one, has help from the barrier. Tofu wall, back and forth through the blue portals we go. Kruha again's going to use the blue portal. Torrchi doesn't get the dunk. As again we go through the blue portal. Again, not going to work. Another time through the blue portal. Nope, back towards Kruha. It's a pass back and forth, saved on the line by Ahmed.
Absolutely crazy scenes here. Torrchi's in a position to score. He tries to push it through.
Can't get it. Use the pink portal, Kruha. There you go. That might mix it up, or it might work against you. Aaiyo tries to step forward. Blue portal again. Torrchi misses with the secondary ability with the empower to strike. As we go back and forth, we go Torrchi cross up.
Wow, just using the mechanics there on the Zentaro primary to stop the core and hits it in the opposite corner of where the primary is facing. So hard to read. And you know, if that one didn't go in, he had flip ready. What a great set.
That was just banging your head against a brick wall. It felt like the same thing over and over again. Eventually, it does fall in their favor. But yeah, Torrchi, second game, just showing off on the Zentaro. Now with the 1-2 punch, we've already been seeing them get so many KOs. This is looking very, very good. Although I am curious to see who's picking up the specialized training. If that goes over to Monk, no, it's going to be the heavy impact instead. Interesting.
Yeah, heavy impact really great on Amy. You're able to refund the cooldown on both your glitch pop and the cyber swipe, you know, and even the Amy turret if you're able to get multiple hits on it, which, you know, connecting with a core and a player usually would. So great pick up. Aralia is able to get stacks, which is super good if she's able to maintain them. Yeah, just some pretty Biss awakenings for everyone.
Well, there's 1-2 punch in effect right there. Torrchi getting the first KO on this one, causing Kruha to stop stepping forward, but the core gets behind him. That was almost the saddest barrier tank we've ever seen.
Sticking into the corner portal, almost caught him off guard, but wow, Torrchi goes down.
All right, well, we saw Nerf Juno wasn't able to capitalize on the power play. Let's see what AAA can do. They've got the man's advantage, but Kruha makes another save on the line, gets it through the blue portal, and we are safe for now. Torrchi actually stepping through the portal as well to get to the other side. The primary, not quite where it needed to be as the first barrier falls.
Yeah, Torrchi is just not able to get it through. Ahmad some solid defense, and Aaiyo is just able to take those barriers. This is looking a bit scary now, though. Monk has flip. He's right in front. He gets it. Can he double barrier? What a save.
Yeah, he didn't actually hit. It looked like while the core was flipped right there, trying to kind of bait it out. Good job from AAA, and now with another KO on to Torrchi. This could be very, very good for AAA to find this first goal through the pink portal. We go. Aaiyo tries to cross up high, doesn't quite find it. Ahmad again looking down for Aralia. Body slam for Kruha. Gets a bit more momentum in their favor. That one nearly gets behind him and causes Torrchi to burn the special.
Aralia and Aaiyo both have flip here, looking for a look on Kruha. The Amy portal, Amy turret causing a lot of chaos. Kruha's not able to connect that one as Aaiyo puts a bottom corner.
Yeah, that was a good little goal right there from Aaiyo. Exactly what AAA needed. Again, out by one in this set as Death's Touch throws it back to Aralia. Aaiyo, that got one. I thought for a second there it could have been a double portal. Not quite. The core flip misses as well.
Yeah, look, they're trying to transition now. They've used the Amy target on Monk, and they're going to lose both their barriers. They just can't seem to get around this Aaiyo Amy. He's very, very potent on the Amy. Oh, Ahmad going for the flip through the portal. He's able to save the return.
Yeah, I wasn't quite able to finish that off. Torrchi, though, up in their face. Aralia will pick up that KO. And now things, again, looking very dire for Nerf Juno. How long can the duo of Kruha and Monk hold on? Well, through the blue portal, we go back and forth. Saves are made. Glitch pop back to Aaiyo. Sets up Aralia, but they're not able to get the goal. Ahmad still defending. However, it's Torrchi who finds the KO this time around onto Aaiyo. Not able to get that portal just yet. First barrier does fall. Ahmad is able to save the second.
Yeah, some great plays there. Aaiyo being taken out. They're able to take the other barrier. Aralia on goal line.
That glitch pop was so dangerous from Monk, but it works in bailing him out. Now they get the core. They don't get the core flip, however, into the goal as through the wall, out in an awkward angle. Kruha got out of position, has to burn flip, but can't go high because of the turret. Has to go low instead. Through the portals we go. Monk doesn't get the dunk. Instead, we come back up the other way. Kruha again saved on the line. Roll out, does a little bit to the turret, yet Torrchi isn't able to seal the deal. Pink portals again. Makes it 2-0 in our third set.
It's just looking like Ahmed's signature move on go at this point. He just sends it down at such a nice angle through the side portals, and he sneaks it in top corner, just catching Kruha off guard again.
It's been pretty great stuff. Ahmad on point this third set. A lot of damage coming from Aralia as well already. Torrchi nearly getting themselves KO'd. Lucky to still be standing. They'll have to pick up the orb. Meanwhile, on the other side, the pressure in the corner. Core flip from Aralia gets the first barrier.
Yeah, seeing some dangerous work in the corner here. Aaiyo's going to drop the turret to block the mid clear, and Aralia's just doing her best to push that one down. Unable to get it.
Unable to stay with it for too much longer. Finally, we do see, a big kind of flip, a bit of a mistake from Aralia right there. Either way, didn't really, nothing too damaging. And that KO, though, that will be damaging. First barrier falls, second barrier under pressure, not found just yet. However, this power play looking a lot better than they have in the past, although Monk's going to take the core through the portal.
Yeah, look, we've got Torrchi with flip again. It's just something could be happening here. He could have a flip in the secondary, his signature move. He's going to flip early, though, and Aralia's countered it. Kruha countered the flip from Aaiyo.
Yeah, that was just a good counter from Aralia right there as we go back through the blue portal. Pink portals are up, though. It's the Ahmad special potentially up for grabs, but they've already used their flip. The wall, though, will save the barrier as Kruha, unfortunately, couldn't dribble that well. Aralia with the pressure along Aaiyo, a chance to take the third set. Goes AAA's way.
Aaiyo with a great play there. Just so hard to follow with the glitch pop. And eventually just sneaking in top corner.
Yeah, that was just, it was just too much pressure. When it was all said and done, it just eventually cracked them. And now, once again, set point. But we've been here before, Yeatsy. This is where we were last game. Things looking good for AAA, and then Nerf Juno came back. Extra special going to be taken, though, by Ahmad, which means even more of those super effective tofu barriers.
Yeah, look, my heart's telling, my mind is telling me Ahmad gets extra special. Kruha doesn't get a lot of this. But my heart is telling me Kruha still has something left for him, as he always manages to just clutch it out. So let's just see what he can do here in this fourth set.
Yeah, let's see how this one will play out. As we kick us off, the tofu wall holds its place. Although we're going to see a bit of pressure coming back that other way. Torrchi not able to get too much as Aaiyo And it doesn't quite follow that one through. Monk now going to go up high. Torrchi doing what they can to dribble. Doesn't quite get to that barrier just yet. Too much pressure from the duo in the corner. Not able to muscle through. The first barrier falls. Second barrier under some threat as well. But again, the tofu wall, it holds. And Aralia goes fishing and saves the core.
Aralia low, down. This could be a great time for them to capitalize here. Can they take it home? 5 seconds on Aralia.
It very well could be. Glitch pop used prematurely. It's going to be the turret that's used to push it down to the other side. Roll out from Ahmed, keeping it in the corner temporarily until the special from Torrchi does get used. Aaiyo taken quite low. Aurelia has to rotate down. A KO on the opposite side, though. No Aaiyo. Another power play for Nerf Juno.
Yeah, just, you know, we got Torrchi punishing Aaiyo for going for that orb right on the edge there. What a save by Ahmed. We're seeing a lot of KOs coming out here. And, Aaiyo not able to get that angle as it comes through the quarter portal.
Yeah, I feel like, again, it's just been, that's kind of been the game plan for Torrchi and Monk is that KO game and trying to force those power plays. We've been seeing it a lot more this game than the last one as both barriers fall. This could be very dangerous right now. Torrchi leading the charge. Special's going to knock it back. Aurelia wins the strike. Dual Kruha makes one save. Avoid the glitch pop. Now Torrchi's going to try to dribble it to themselves around the wall through the blue portal and back, but doesn't have the crowd control, and Kruha goes wrong way. Gets KO'd, but somehow made the save.
Kruha down. This is any chance if this is it.
Aurelia throws it back through the blue portal. Torrchi was there. Glitch pop back down to Aurelia, and the first goal goes to AAA.
Just a masterful glitch pop by Aaiyo. Aaiyo is just so good with all these, finicky aiming mechanics. So good at directing it back to himself with the glitch pop and passes it down to Aurelia.
Yeah, it was just so well placed, and it's going to continue to be that way, I would think, as Kruha already forced to use a body slam and now might get jammed in the corner. Pink portal saves what would have been a tough situation. Oh no, into the wall. Down goes the first barrier.
Yeah, looking very dangerous here. Aralia has flip though, able to return it up. Ahmad also with flip, looking to make some smooth moves again, maybe with the side portals.
Let's see what happens.
Big moves. We got a smooth headbutt. Torrchi goes down.
Oh my goodness, that was a little bit awkward, and well, now power play favoring AAA, a chance to go to game point. Yet Monk finds a KO, and the barrier gets saved courtesy of a body slam.
Big cyber swipe on Aralia. Monk actually has picked up 3 prize fighter stacks with all these KOs going on. Very deadly of walking next to the wall when that Amy has cyber swipe up.
Yeah, it's going to get worse and worse too as this set potentially continues. Could be a way out of this one right now for Nerf Juno. Both portals now open. Here we go. Pink portal. Torrchi follows it up with the goal.
Just a massive dash from Torrchi there. Again, the aerials, his Torrchi biss, just punishing Ahmed and goal line. Has to evade it and gets it through with the evade animation.
Good goal. Now we're sit tied, 1 apiece. Blue portal up to Aralia. Kruha's going to be able to get up there as well, as we see the turret just doing a good bit of damage to Aaiyo. Actually also gets, Aralia quite low as well. KO potential on both the Rasmus and the Aaiyo, especially with the evasive now gone from Aaiyo. However, as they battle, the core did get quite close, and Kruha loses his second barrier, so low stagger might not matter. First barrier falls back on the blue side, but they'll willingly sacrifice it. Glitch pop pass up to Aralia. Doesn't make contact. Your main defender's in the way. Through the blue portal we go, and Aaiyo is able to put it through.
Just another great cyber swap, getting the position through the corner ball, and he punishes. Amy is so good on this map, and Aaiyo just an absolute aiming magician.
Yeah, just able to put in so much work. Here we go, as we continue along with this next point. And again, if this one's taken by the blue side, if they get this goal, we're going to yet another Game 3 on a Money Night Monday. Ahmed wanted to cross up Kruha, wasn't quite able to get there just yet. Aurelia pass back to Ahmed as well. Glitch pop keeps it forward. Turret gets dropped. We see the tofu wall. Aurelia, doesn't get the core there. It says a core flip from Monk to bring it back the other way. Torrchi wanting to keep the pressure. Core flip pass straight down the middle, but doesn't hit his mark just yet either.
Yeah, seeing some danger come out from the side of AAA here. Pushing it forward into Kruha's half. He gets both barriers taken, not able to connect with that belly flop.
Here we go, goal open, one good touch. We go to game 3, pink portal, Aurelia's there, Aaiyo back to Aralia, it's going in, we're going to game 3.
That one's in the forward guide. Aaiyo to Aralia, back to Aaiyo puts it bottom corner. Yeah, on to game 3. This is it. Will Kruha topple? Will Kruha topple, Max?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to say it. How many times have we been game 3 in a grand final? Like, it feels like every single one we wind up in these positions, but this AAA team, people were pegging them as the ones to be the King Slayers. They are now in that position. And with the way that Aaiyo and Aralia, these Fords have been playing, like, it's so rare we get to see the Fords take it to Monk and Torrchi quite like this. It's good to see.
For sure, like there's some great team plays coming out. You know, Aralia to Aaiyo. I just want to say Aaiyo on his aiming was absolutely crazy. Like just some really great plays. He did a couple of own barriers, but just super great. And I think really enabling Aralia to be able to put through those 3 goals.
Oh, we're going to get geared up for that 3rd game. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you if we throw it to break or we just muscle through. I'm happy either way. Because I'm used to muscling through. I'm ready to go. I'm out of water. I'm out of drink. I'm out of everything. I'm running on fumes, but I think so too are these players.
I'm running on the hype.
Yeah, you gotta let the adrenaline fuel you. That's where we're at right now. Although I might duck AFK and let you solo talk for a bit. I'm gonna refill my water, but just leave the stream running. I'm just gonna leave you alone. Goodbye, Yeezy. Have fun.
It's okay. Bye, Max. Hello, chat. What's going on? Let's get a little impromptu poll going, guys. Can we get one in chat if Kruha's gonna take another win for the Kruha Money Monday donation scheme, or is Kruha going to topple? Number 2, please, if Kruha topple. Number 1, if Kruha win. Okay, we're seeing a lot of Kruha topplers here. There's not many Kruha believers, guys. Holy. So the AAA support in the chat is unrivaled. I guess after that performance from Jackie on the Amy, that's just, you know, like, you can't argue against that. There's a couple of Kruha believers, but just not many. Have to find out if the king can fall. If gods do indeed bleed. If they don't ban Amy, they lose. Yeah, well, they banned Amy in the game 1, and yeah, they're able to take that one away. Aaiyo's pivoted to the Vice, and definitely didn't feel like he had the impact he did with the Amy. Not on that map.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, I was back for a bit and trying to talk and was muted by production. So there you go. Trying to figure out what was happening. Okay, I see how it is, because all I was doing was just calling out the chat for the copium that Kruha loses this next one. And apparently that's enough to get me muted. That's
yeah, the Kruha Monday Night Monday conspiracy goes deeper. Yep. Max speaking out gets muted, huh? What's our production overlords doing?
I don't know, man. I'm spoiling the script so they mute me. Because look, I mean, hey, I'm all for AAA winning, as everyone's. I think, again, I was saying we got to mix it up right now, but I just feel inevitabilities. It just always happens. I mean, Kruha's calling out for Obscura again. I am so sick of Gates of Obscura. I would love something different. I want a conventional map. I'm willing to take like Athena Stadium or whatever, like the vanilla map is at this stage. Yeah, Athens City.
Yeah, look, I can't. I think Kruha's being facetious. I think he is. I think he is maybe sick of a bit of goo. But Max, what kind of picks do you want to see in the grand finals, in the final game?
Well, would it be a cliche for me to say, you know, Octavia goalie again? No, I don't. I don't want to see Octavia goalie. I have surprised by the lack of Drek we have been getting, like, as a whole tonight, to be honest. And a lack of Julie as well. Granted, I think that's because we haven't seen Rixie in the final. Normally Rixie's out there busting out that Julie, but we haven't been able to catch that as much. So I wouldn't mind seeing some Julie in our final.
Yeah, for sure. I think there was one ban on the Julie. They didn't want to torture the Julie, but yeah, it's interesting. It could be very map dependent too. I think that Lucy Torch is a big believer in the Zentaro and Gu, as he's picked it twice now. Yeah, he's
Finny.
Finny.
We haven't seen much Finny tonight.
I don't think I've seen Aaiyo play Finny personally, but he's a midfielder, so if anyone can make it work, it'd be him. In terms of Monk Finney, I have seen him play, and my lawyers have said to not further comment on that.
Well, that's what I want to see then. If we want the upset, we want to see Monk's Finney, all right? That's how I...
Yeah, that would be one of the picks of all time. Look, I'm really hoping for a Dubu ban. I'm really hoping one of the teams just knuckles it down and bans Dubu. I want to see, not Dubu, and of course, if it's not Goo, it's Ingies.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm here for it. This could be a fast and chaotic grand final, so let's get into it. We're going to be seeing this pick and ban from AAA's side as we go through. I'm curious, who gets banned on Inkies?
There's probably an Estelle ban coming out if none of the players want to deal with it. So yeah,
there it is.
Cop one Estelle ban from the side of Nerf Juno, and then the Amy is going to be taken away from Aaiyo. That's big. I think that's big, and ooh. They could be going for a very risky Inkies draft here. They could be all putting it all on the line.
I like it, though. So much damage already locked in from AAA. I mean, they're going to be bringing the beats. This is a fast map, but will it be enough? Because if we go late and we get in another situation where that Zentaro and Rune are allowed to scale, it's going to go the way of Nerf Juno.
That is some insta-lock-ins from the side of AAA. Very confident into the draft of the Vice, Luna, and the Kruha. Sorry, not Kruha. The Ahmad Kai. You see the Kai mirror. There's a lot of damage coming out here for Inkies. This is going to be a crazy match for sure.
Triple specialized training for AAA. Coming into this one. Yeah, yes. They're looking for kills, Yeezy. They are going to be hitting like a truck, but they've already lost their barrier. By the way, 1-2 punch on Torrchi and Monk. Kruha has gone specialized training as well, so keep our eyes open on the Giga Blasts that are going to be coming through.
For sure, and look, we can see the reasoning for the Luna Vice draft, you know, specialized training, and, you know, we've got the 1-2 punch as the alternate, which Monk and Torrchi are going to pick up respectfully.
Yeah, I mean, Torrchi already with 1-2 punch is something that's going to be very concerning, I feel like, for AAA. That shot! Ahmed waiting for the last possible moment to make that save. And there's the Giga Blast I was talking about. It gets the barrier on the opposite side.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming out, a lot of damage for Ahmed. It doesn't matter how much damage you can do. You got to keep the core under lock, and Torrchi's able to sneak that one in the bottom corner.
Oh, that was a good goal taken already. Nerf Juno off to that hard start. Kruha going to try to keep things up high as the first supernova doesn't really connect for Aaiyo. And now send it to Obscura. Goodbye goes Aralia. This is not looking good for AAA.
For sure. We're going to see the damage targeting. I think both teams, you know, have picked their targets. I think Aralia is going to be target number 1 for the side of Nerf Juno. And we're going to see Monk, as I was about to say, Monk is going to be copying all the cooldowns and all the damage on the side of AAA, focusing on the damage on him.
Good dribble from Torrchi into the Giga Blast from Kruha. Not quite enough for the goal. Torrchi, though, still going to be looking to mark Aaiyo. Can't get it. Aralia gets the barrier down the other way, and now you've got that big water cannon coming back in their favor. Aaiyo, wanted to cut it, wasn't able to get it. Doesn't get the KO on Kruha either. That's going to be frustrating. Aaiyo still has core flip available, but now gets KO'd again.
Aaiyo's down. Kruha is all the way up. Look at Kruha playing forward. Monk's pretty much rotated back for him. Whoa, he sent all the way back.
He's back to your goal. With the water cannon makes contact. Torrchi, though, misses on the core flip. That's pretty big. Aaiyo trying to go topside, has the water cannon in their favor. That's going to buy time for the return of Aralia. Torrchi doesn't have the angle. Aaiyo does. Kruha now has to be careful because Aralia is back, already making an impact.
What a
big Giga Blast equalizes the game 1 apiece.
What a snipe by Ahmed. A crazy round overall. A lot of KOs and just some truly clutch moments, but Ahmed just snipes that one. What an equalizer.
This is already proven to be such a bloody matchup as another quick portal take, but into the KO from Aaiyo. Oh, what's more important, the early barrier or the early KO?
Look, I'm going to have to say on this map, probably the early barrier. Getting access to the water cannon and, you know, putting their goalie in that awkward position is so vital. But, you know, Ahmed is not phased. He is pushing right up. He has flip. He's feeling confident, and they even get the barrier back. Aralia with a great dash.
And here comes their own water cannon. Aaiyo won't get the touch. That was a big-time moment. And now Ahmed has core flip and is probably going to need to use it here to try and buy time. Back up to the other end. It's a swing and a miss from Aralia. Now Monk's going to shut down that top corridor, but the goalie is dead. Kruha not there. Aralia will tap it through.
Wow, just a truly great play by AAA, and just a quick shout out that saved by Kruha. That was amazing, Giga Blast. And yeah, they're just, you know, Ahmad defends 1v1 with Torrchi, they get out the field, and Monk's not able to lock it down while Kruha's dead.
Here we go, 2-1 scoreline. Aralia with core flip actually doesn't use it straight away, and then is able to find the angle. Good touch, good barrier take, but the past 2 goals, the first barrier take is not scored. This time it will. Aaiyo makes it 3-1 and makes it 1-0.
Aaiyo with the heads up play, just flipping it straight at the Kai, the classic, and did an emote on top of Kruha there, just to let him know that he got outsmarted, and yeah, Aaiyo's gonna have the pick of the pitch.
Yeah, this is going to be a big time moment for Aaiyo. Where are they going? Super Surge is going to be that first pick.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's going to forfeit extra special in ways of Super Surge, but I guess really wanting that dash range to get on top of the goalie could be the reason. Aralia's going to take Stacks, very safe option. And besides that, no really notable pickups. Some Sparks and Torrchi.
I'm a little... At first, I was a little surprised to see Kruha actually take the extra special, and then I realized Aralia was picking next, and you do not want to give the Luna the extra special, I feel like, just because, again, like, how large that special actually is, like, how big the Widowmaker can become, so that's a big double trip to Obscura,
so
but
low,
no, the defense makes the save.
Torrchi's looking for Aralia here. Even though the core is being played, he's going to leave it and then just trust his team while he finishes off Aralia. And can they capitalize off this?
I mean, they're going to look for it. Giga Blast from Ahmad doesn't quite get the power they were looking for. Monk's still trying to keep that pressure on. Eventually, Aaiyo to actually take it back down to the other side. The Giga Blast from Kruha as well isn't able to get it past Ahmad. Both the Kais doing a good job holding down the fort. In fact, Ahmad doing a really good job to clear it back up to the other side. Aurelia trying to get the pressure through. Aaiyo's going to step up into the corner. There's the Widowmaker, but it's not enough for a KO. In fact, now Aio's in trouble. Supernova, though, returns the pressure, gets the kill. Now through the water jet. No, the Giga Blast denies. Torrchi misses, but it still could be good as the defense holds, but not enough.
Not able to reach it. A valiant effort, especially by Torrchi with the ulti there. But Aralia just flips the corner, and they just have no abilities left to reach it.
They've had to burn so many cooldowns. Now down 1-0. We're getting closer and closer to AAA being on that set point, that tournament point, taking down the undefeated Nerf Juno when it comes to these events as a whole. Ahmad down to Aaiyo, doesn't make contact, neither does Aralia. That was a missed opportunity there. Monk up to Torrchi, gets a KO on the other side.
Flipped by Kruha. Can they use this opportunity to break the barrier? Oh, mismanaged by Monk. Oh, no.
No, not like this, says the 5 Nerf Juno fans in chat. Not like this, but yes, like this, says everybody else. AAA right now, they're pulling further and further ahead.
Ahmad, a player down, has absolutely no fear, pushes up there, takes matters into his own hands with Aaiyo, and just they take the barrier and score. What a play.
Dude, Ahmad refuses to lose. He is back with a vengeance, it feels like, and this is pretty big stuff right now. This Nerf Juno team, they just haven't had that same confidence that they had on Gates of Obscura here on Inkies.
Definitely.
We see Aaiyo actually get banished before being able to take the barrier.
For sure. I think these Luna ultis and the Vice ultis are just really again cramping their style as Torrchi's forced to use Flip to just survive, but he may take Aaiyo to the grave.
Well, here we go. A chance now, especially with the KO through the water pistol. Monk doesn't have the first angle, doesn't have the second angle. Gets some damage onto Aralia. Torrchi's looking for the KO. Giga Blast gets them staggered. They go elusive to stay alive temporarily, but that means Ahmed's going to have to put in the work. Aaiyo is back. Torrchi is low. Huge stun on the core from Aaiyo, and that allows them to flip the map until Monk sends it to Obscura. Doesn't matter. Aaiyo has the read.
Sure, this is looking so scary now. Torrchi's going to be taking out no evade with that. No way to get away from that Lunar ulti if his secondary's on cooldown. And you're going to see a great... Oh my... That is a filthy kill on Kruha. Going to be using the wall straight to take it down to Aralia, but she doesn't connect with it.
Aralia wants this win, Yeezy. Aralia wants this win. I can tell this Luna Unchained, after being KO'd so many times, comes back for blood. MVP of the second set, 3 goals away, AAA, from taking Monday Night Monday 5.
For sure, this could be it. This could be the way to take down Kruha. just blow up his whole team with Luna and Vice. You know, we're seeing these strikers pick up in popularity. They do so much damage. The extra special start. It's just currently with these awakenings on Nerf Juno, it's just too much for them to handle.
And now missile propulsion as well onto Aralia. It's all coming together. Perfect form, rapid fire, more and more abilities. Reduce the cooldowns, give them more range. AAA, 3 goals away from taking down the likes of Nerf Juno. It's so close.
As I said about the Awakenings, they just don't have the ones to deal with it, and they didn't get anything from that draft. In fact, it looks like their position just got worse with the missile pop on Aralia and all these cooldowns on Ahmad and Aaiyo. But first barrier will be taken by Nerf Juno.
But here's the thing, that it's the X factor. It's that final hurdle. It's something that OCE as a region, it doesn't matter the esport. We always seem to struggle when it comes to the very, very end. I'm curious if AAA has that ice. I mean, they have the taste for blood. A KO already found in this one on Torrchi. Kruha as well. Nearly staggered, has to be forced out of the goal. Here's the water jet, but Aaiyo with Vanish doesn't get the shot. Another KO for Aralia. It's Torrchi versus the world. They're holding him off. They've got the water gun. They're going to have to use it. They make the save on the top end, but Aaiyo's got the goal.
Execute Order 66 there, taking down Monk and Kruha at the same time. A valiant effort by Torrchi, but he simply doesn't have enough abilities. Aaiyo and Aralia passing back and forth. They just get the goal. 2 more goals to topple Kruha.
AAA is clicking. They're coming together. It's the top letter of the alphabet, not the bottom. That is Kruha's weakness. Monk trying to keep things in that corner. He's the Widowmaker, but a big 3-man supernova takes everyone low. There's the first KO. Kruha almost down for the second. The KOs are so fast and furious. Kruha staggered. Down they go again. It's Torrchi versus the world, but they make the first save. They make the second. Can't make the third. Goal's going to open up just as Monk respawns. Pass up to the top side. Does get the banish on 1, but the anomaly is not enough for that KO goal. So tantalizingly close for AAA, but they can't get it to their own water pistol. Doesn't matter. It's another double KO.
It doesn't matter.
No, it's Kruha about to go down to a supernova. It's an ace.
My God, and they just respawned and instantly died. Like, this is just highlighting how important it can be in the right trainings game. These KO characters, just the execution on these guys is unreal. And with these awakenings, it's truly something to see. 1 more point away from toppling Kruha.
I'm seeing Zinnia in the chat, and look, Zinnia, I understand you're celebrating to see, you know, former teammates get this win right now, but wasn't your team like KO comp is bad, and yet you're supporting this? Talk about, you know, throwing away your morals. Either way, this is it. Match point, tournament point, a chance to put it all through Aralia on the top side.
1 more ability on Kruha.
Wasn't enough to get through just yet. Aralia has to back pass Kruha, Torrchi, and Monk. Their goal is open. There's the flip. There's the game. AAA has taken down Nerf Juno in a 3-0 sweep in game number 3.
What a game. Just an absolute performance by AAA. They topple Kruha before time is down. And, you know, a valiant effort, but man, they made that Luna Vice Kai combo look so damn good.
That was one of the most brutal team comps I have seen in a hot minute. 15 team KOs for AAA, 7 on Aaiyo, 7 on Aralia, and that was in 3 sets. That was in 10 goals.
For sure. Look, the 60 odd KO, 60 odd damage coming from the side of AAA, and like we've barely got even half of that on the other side, and they had a Zentaro. Like it's truly a really rough draft. You know, the awakening start was so violent. It just shows the importance of damage matching, and you know, AAA have, you know, shown that they know how the damage matching works, and they've managed to take down Kruha.
Look, I mean, 1.5, like averaging 1.5 KOs per goal on that side is it's kind of ridiculous for them. Fantastic stuff. Aralia was given the MVP on this one. I don't know if I want to give like the MVP as the team to who. I don't know who to give it to on them. Like all 3 had so many stand-up moments. It feels it's tough.
it is so tough. Like Ahmad had so many highlights of him scoring his goal lead, as well as some clutch saves, and Aralia's amazing KOs, super good pushes. Aaiyo's core control was like out of this world, especially his aiming, and he showed he can play the Vice, he can rock it out. He got so much damage, so many important KOs. That was truly great.
I'm leaning. I am kind of leaning towards Aaiyo as a overall as a whole for when we saw these guys on stream. For sure, as my pick, for the reasons you were mentioning before, like that Aaiyo game was fantastic, and even like back in the previous games, it felt like Aaiyo was the most consistent overall. But it's hard to say any of them were inconsistent throughout. We got new champs. We've got new Kings of the Hill. It is now AAA, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Look, eventually, I'm hoping they're going to be able to come in for some interviews. I would love to. I want to talk to a new team, Yeetzy. I've talked to the same team every single time. I'm ready to talk to new players.
Yeah, for sure. It'd be very interesting to see what they say, especially from such a monumental occasion as, taking down Kruha. What a lovely Money Night Mondays 5. It'd be awesome to talk to them.
Yeah, I think they should be making their way through. It's going to be a quicker interview, though, because I do understand it is nearly 1 a.m. for people on the East Coast right now. Next week, expect an earlier start time, and maybe I don't know. It's hard because like the 5 rounds of Swiss gives us like the most accurate results, but then things go so late. Like it's tough to balance. All right, we're still figuring that out. So before people start angrily typing, it's too late. It's too late. Yeah, we know. We'll work on something there. I'm certain. Either way.
Yeah, thanks for everyone for sticking around, even though it is so late. A lot of people finishing off the long weekend. Thank you so much for sticking around and chat and watching these awesome games. What a great set of games. Also,
real Mountain Dew guy. Like your name ain't it, but your opinions are. All right, I'm with you on that. As we're waiting to see who's going to be jumping in on this one. There we go. Aralia is in. I hear you. Is everyone in? Do we have the whole squad?
Hello AAA.
All right, we've got AAA here. First of all, congratulations on the win. You finally defeated Kruha. First tournament I've ever cast where I've seen him lose. So that in of itself warrants the big round of applause. But I want to go straight to Aralia on this one. That last game, you were targeted early, but then you came back with a vengeance. So many key KOs, so many key moments. Was there something cathartic about just being able to completely flip the narrative of that last series around?
Dude, that's just like the Luna classic. The whole region hates my Luna. So, and I mean, I've killed that team so many times in scrims with Luna. I think they just knew what was coming and were trying to delay the inevitable.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it did come through big time in the end. Next, I want to go to Ahmad as well, just like a real quick opening question. I think you were the most hyped up player coming into this event. Like everyone was telling me, wait for Ahmad. Ahmad's going to push AAA. I can't believe you had him pegged.
Yeah, honestly, I was actually like really nervous because I haven't played in a while. But we pulled through. I'm pretty happy how I played. So, and then in the last match, I was practically AFK because these two forwards are beasts. So they just killed them on the beat.
Well, I mean, oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say there's some definitely great moments from all of you in that game 3. But yeah, when you saw the specialized training start, was it insta just like you knew what you were gonna lock in for the 3 picks?
We knew it was gonna be a damage game, obviously, and we knew Monk really liked playing Amy damage, so we just banned out the Amy, and then we picked 2 ranged champs. And I think it was obvious how big of a comp diff it was with 2 ranged characters compared to Rune, Zentara. Just especially on Inky's melee characters don't seem to be that great compared to ranged characters. Just the amount of spam you can chuck out at the start of the round to get the barrier and do damage at the same time. It's just so much pressure.
For sure, it looks so effective.
I have to ask too, Ahmad, as well, because Yeetzy said something like you only play a couple hours a week and you're still like one of the best players in the region. Is that true, or were you like secretly getting hours in on the side?
I'm pretty sure we have like a high level pugs in the Discord, and I think I'm the most played in it. I was for a long time.
I think.
I was for a long time, and then I think when I took a long break, I was overtaken.
But yeah, Ahmad took like a 2-month break pretty much, and then came back for a couple of weeks to practice for this. So.
Well, practice paying off. Aaiyo, going over. First of all, okay, how do I actually pronounce your name? Because I think I've pronounced it like 5 different ways at this stage. What is the actual pronunciation?
I just pronounce it Aaiyo, but the entire server calls me Jackie, so.
All right, fair enough. Aaiyo is what I'm going to go with until I get to know you a little bit more, maybe. But after discussing it a little bit with Yichi, we kind of came to the conclusion your midfield play kind of was the MVP performance for the squad, even though it was a tough pick overall. What is your kind of opinion on that? Do you feel like you were the carrying force of the squad?
That'd be so humble, eh?
Well, like when you're playing the midfield, it's like easy to like look like you're carrying because like you're just always like on the call usually. But like I always know that like Aralia is like in a good spot. I know Ahmed's always got my back, so I can play like super forward. So it like looks like that, but like it's really like a team effort. Like it's like the sort of solo queue play style. It's like it looks very different to this coordinated stuff for sure.
Yeah, I think that was something that we did discuss when we were talking about, is that it just looked like you all were playing so well. You know, obviously all contributed in, you know, very important ways, and yeah, it's just amazing to see. But man, those Amy glitch flops and just like always hitting the cyber swipe on goal line was so nasty.
I still got it.
All right. So also a question kind of like for Aralia and Aaiyo on this one too, because like each of you kind of coming from a different team to form this one. Was that like, how did you break the news to your team, or was it like your old teams, or like how did that come to be? Like what? And now that you've made the right choice, what do you have to say to them?
Well, I've known Aralia for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Actually, we started when we started playing the game. We were like the known duo abusers, and we never played a 20 together. This was our first 20 we played together because it just kind of never happened, and we thought it was kind of funny. But and I was like, oh well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna play like future 20s because I'm about to get really busy. So I asked her, and I really wanted to play with Ahmed as well. So and he was available, so we just got the game together.
Fair enough. Well, obviously, you know, it bared results. You got that win. And since you won it, I know you're saying it's going to be your last tournament for a while, but does that mean, you know, come November time, this isn't going to be the squad that we're seeing when we're looking at, you know, I can't number 5 of the big one. What is it? The Strikers Cup, something like that? Like, is this not going to be the lineup that we're seeing?
Yeah, you know, we'll see. It really just depends because, like, I don't really like playing these 20s when, like, I don't feel like I have a chance to win, or like I'm not playing my best. So if I'm feeling up to it, you know, you might see a little cameo.
All right. Well, you know, I hope you keep on that grind set and stay on it. Any final words then from the trio?
Shout out to Dinos for playing Dubu.
That was a great intermission where we just finished our game and then we see Dinos just barreling it down on Oni. What a fucking legend.
Shout out to you guys, the casters. Shout out to production. Like, you don't see production, but they do so much behind the scenes. Shout out to Kruha's team, everyone else we versed. Like, Kruha's a menace. Had to humble him a little, but it's always great playing against these guys.
Yeah, excellent. Well, one last time, congratulations on your victory. And I know it's like nearly 1 a.m. probably for some of you, so I'll let you go now.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fomo.
Thank you.
Thank you. There you have it. Look, I can't help but try to stir a little shit, okay? Like, that's just what we do. Oh, swearing on stream. But yeah, no, you got to sometimes when it gets late at night.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much after dark hours anyway. But yeah, what a great win. You know, Kruha topple, you know, just a really great team effort, showing our coordinated OS is, you know, it's good. You know, you may be a solo queue enjoyer, some of the players, but shows, you know, team play is good.
Yeah, the team play was great. And look, on that note too, I mean, there's going to be more events coming up. As mentioned, Strikers Cup, start of November. So if you don't have a team put together yet, get on it. I don't know what you're doing. That's the big one. That's going to be over the course of 2 days. A lot more games, a lot more stakes. I think people take it a little bit more seriously. It's going to be a lot of fun, obviously, there as well, as more money nights happening in about 2 weeks' time. So stay on this zone as well. And anything coming up for Coachable in the near future?
So
You can
Casual
say
Cup
no.
was there's no active plans, but there is definitely the mindset that there's going to be something.
Yeah.
It's a bit on the spot, but we're all kind of. I think we're kind of astounded at how much people are really keen on having another one already. I thought everyone would be very tired and maybe wanting to just kind of get in and play some ranked or something. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna say anything just yet.
Okay, that's fine. I won't press you on that. But no, like 500%. Of course, people loved it. All right, all of us low elo people had a chance to play against other low elo people as opposed to having like the random diamond in our lobbies. Okay, we want more of that. On that note, yeah, we are gonna say goodnight for now. Thank you so much for watching. Get some sleep, everybody, and we will catch you once again for another Monday Night Mondays in 2 weeks' time.